me, I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.
There we go, boy. I had sticky fingers. What's going on, my boy?
What's going on, Playboy?
Hey, man, can't call it, man. A beautiful, beautiful New Year's Eve. Yeah. New Year's Eve. Is today the holiday or tomorrow the holiday? I kind of
tomorrow is the holiday, but you know everybody celebrates today.
So, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You get in there, you get your good drinks on. You know what I mean. Get you some champagne. You know, you want champagne.
Some libations.
Some libations. You want your champagne at the end of the night, man. You pop your bottle. But, you know, of course, you definitely got to go to the store and get your main drink. What you drinking today, my boy? What's KB? What's y'all drinking in the Bland household?
Man, you know, we got the kids' bottles on deck for their Welch's. We get them the little fake champagne bottle, the Welch's grapefruit juice and apple cider. So, you know, they have fun with that. Parenting 2024. Then my wife, we went to the liquor stores. You know how they be selling the liquor at the tables with the taste test?
Yeah.
We tasted some bomb tequila. That I don't know what brand this is.
Yeah, it is.
But we got two of those. I got a bottle of Bel Air, white bottle.
Got the white bottle.
I got the white bottle. See what it's talking about. I got a little bit Jack Daniels honey left, man. I think I might.
Oh, see that look. You sound like you mimicking my house because yesterday we were like, man, what we wanted to drink. So we had tequila in the house already, and I've been drinking tequila. She has the taste for honey, or the Jack Daniels. So that's what I went and got yesterday. I went and got the Jack Honey. So we mimicking y'all, bro. We got the Bel Air, we got the blue bottle. We probably gonna use, or the gold bottle. I don't know which one is gonna pop yet, but same thing. I got to go get the kids some Welch's.
Yeah, man, gotta give them the bottle. Let them feel like they're doing something.
Yeah,
their little bottle.
Start them early.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, hey, they got the last name. It's already predestined, predetermined. Got to get them right. It's the only way.
Orange Bowl, right? Orange Bowl.
Talk about it.
UGA versus Florida State. The ACC's undefeated conference champ versus the one-loss UGA Georgia Bulldogs represent the SEC. So the Orange Bowl is always the best ACC team that didn't make the playoffs versus the best SEC team.
Yeah.
So this game, to me, carries a lot of clout, carries a lot of weight, because a lot of the ACC guys are the guys that scream SEC bias. This is your opportunity to
show what's going on. And yeah, my boy, I just want you to know this was Gator Nation all last night. This Gator Nation the whole game. Just like now, it sucks. It had to be the dogs that we were watching. It was like, ugh, nobody wants to watch the Bulldogs. But boy, Florida State getting that thing, we was like, the second quarter, I said 35-3. I said, oh, this is gonna be bad.
And Kirby called the dogs off.
Yes.
Probably in the middle of the second quarter. Definitely by the end of the second half. You had nothing but freshmen. That boy Gunnar Stockton looks a lot like Stetson Bennett. I hate to tell people that, man. But y'all better be careful with 14, bro. He can really play. He can ball, and he uses his legs. Probably don't have the arm.
He'll be in the portal next year.
I doubt it. He probably going to get his time. He's coming out the bench. Because you got to think, the 4-star kid that we got now, they say he's in camp slinging it. So it's been.
We got to talk about that. The Under Armour camp.
Under Armour camp. When was that? Yesterday?
It's this weekend. They're in practice, but you know who got
the game is today, right?
I think it's Monday. I think they practiced for 2 days. I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 days, then they play. It's like something like that. But top performers, we're gonna go back to this game. But top performers of the day one, the
Let's go
president,
back to it because
DJ,
I haven't had a chance to look at it.
the president, DJ Lagway, and Aaron Childs. Aaron Childs. They got top performers from day one.
Nobody doubts that Langway is going to be good. Lagway, sorry.
Don't disrespect the president.
Nobody ever said he wasn't going to be good before, I promise. But now, is he going to be in a position where he can help elevate the program and get you
absolutely? I am.
Just don't
it
think
is
so,
December 31st, 2023. I am in prime lion mode. DJ Lagway look better than half the D1 quarterbacks coming out, walking up that sideline. I say that boy gonna be the starter by week 3.
It's not him that I'm worried about. I swear I'm not worried about him. It's the rest of the team that I'm worried about. Because Billy and the defense that you guys are looking at, like, yeah, man, your recruiting class is number 15 when your main rival is.
We ain't done yet. We ain't done yet.
Bro,
we got something popping off in a few days.
Your main rival is number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1 in the nation. You're number 15. That's a gap. You're not closing the gap.
I understand. We had a few late departures.
You guys really are focusing on Georgia when really you probably need to be focusing on like Arkansas.
Nah, don't be disrespectful.
I'm not. I'm just.
You always shoot for the top. Georgia's at top. You always shoot for the top. You don't prepare to play for nobody.
You don't keep tugging on Superman cape. It ain't gonna help.
That's all right. We got.
Because then Kirby started taking your players. ETN.
Hey man, he can have ETN. We got something. Something for that.
Listen,
that boy ETN.
That hurts y'all, bro. I can tell by the comments.
Oh yeah. People.
What hurt.
Just going to Kirby, that was disrespectful. That was disrespectful. Happy holidays, Kel. But I'm gonna see this man. You know he gonna be doing this. He gonna be doing a lot of this next year.
Who?
ETN.
Nah.
Why Milton and all them? Why it's a running back by committee?
Milton's gone.
It's gonna be.
Milton's gone. Edwards gone. You seen the future yesterday when you got Bronson. Robinson, he has to come back from an ACL injury. The man gonna get his time to play.
It's gonna be Georgia. He gonna have the Georgia versus everybody, eye black, and he gonna be like this. And they gonna be like, get my brother. And the big one gonna be like, let my brother spin.
No, man.
Did you
not see the game yesterday?
And we holding them to under 50 yards rushing to Jacksonville.
Are you crazy?
I am lying, and you better wait until I see who my OC is, and that's
you don't
really
even
gonna
know
make
who your coach is yet, bro. We're in 2024.
I gotta see if he hire one. If he hire OC, I'm gonna really start lying. Right now, I'm lying, but like, if depending on who the OC hire is, if he hire one, I'm gonna really start lying.
So the first thing everybody goes to and everybody jumps to is, I was scared to give you some points. I wasn't scared. I really felt like it was going to be a competitive game. I felt like FSU had a chance to come out and do some things.
Took some of that Norvell juice there, ain't it?
I didn't expect a 63-3 blowout. Now,
I don't think nobody expected it that bad.
I don't think nobody expected it that bad. But now, did I expect us to pull away maybe in the second half? Yeah, but I think Kirby definitely sent a message all week, just like, hey, let's go show these boys why we here. Let's go show these boys.
It was it could have been anybody that lined up there. It could have been IMG. They were showing the world why we should have been in the top 4.
Listen,
that was all that game was about.
Kirby at halftime, bro.
All right. Now, I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever.
So it was ugly, man. And at halftime, it didn't get no better. He put in the young guys, and then the third string started showing out. The young guys started showing out. So it was bliss. I sat over here with a Florida State fan and watched the game?
I saw Norvell look like he's about to cry.
He was crying at the podium, was it? Or was I tripping?
I don't know, but during the game, they took they looked at him like it was third quarter, and he was just looking up like. I said, that boy about to cry.
It was tough, man, because you got to think, though, you got a lot of your young guys out there, your true freshmen playing, they're taking a beating. Like, it was bad, my boy. That was a bad situation for everyone.
Now, how do you feel as an athlete, right? You have guys who were, scratches because of health. It's like, get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play, you hurt. Then you have guys who, first round pick Cam Coleman. You like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna miss a game, I get it. Cam Coleman, Jared Verse, but there was a whole lot of dudes that was sitting out, and there was a whole lot of dudes that hit that portal. How do you feel going back? Like, you get on that bus, you drive back to Tallahassee up the road, and you got to look at your teammates who opted out in the face after losing by 60 points. Like, are you swinging first? Are you talking? Is it
to me, I feel like is it not a cultural type thing? Because Missouri didn't have nobody out there. They got guys who are projected NFL guys in certain situations, certain stances. Auburn had all their guys playing. So is it more of a cultural thing or is it more of a situational thing? Now, did Florida State have more kids that were, getting ready to go to the NFL than a lot of other teams? Yeah, and I guess that's maybe why they felt like this team was the team that was going to do it. You know what I mean? They felt like their quarterback was NFL bound. They felt like both of their wide receivers could have been NFL bound. They got Versa on defense that's NFL bound. So they felt like they had 5 or 6 guys, which technically on NFL team,
normal.
On teams, you have 4, 5, 8 guys.
Yeah, that's normal.
Who are NFL bound or who you have a shot at least in the NFL. Some kids we know they're only going to be college type players. But do I think I told my homeboy yesterday? I'm gonna be honest with you. If Florida State was fully healthy yesterday, I think the score might not have been as bad, but I think the score would have still been a decisive victory. I don't think Georgia would have been stopped by anybody except themselves, which they lost to in Bama against Bama by fumbling the football, costly, blown, not reviewing the plays. If you review that damn 4th down and 17, whole different ball game at that point. We get the ball, they don't score. We can go downfield and score. Completely different ball game, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want.
No, I mean, because you look at what we did to Florida State, they had all of their starters except the quarterback, and we literally beat ourselves the second half. Like, we did everything to possibly help them win, spitting on players and all types of stuff. Like, so
yeah. Now, so how do you fix it, bro? You definitely need to move the portal time. Portal should be after the season is fully over. To me,
no,
not during. Well, your season been over for a long time. So
I don't. If you change that, you have to change everything. You have to change the signing day. You have to try to change all that because, or no, I mean, I guess you can move the portal later on.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just move it back a week or two.
But I mean, you look at it like the NFL, right? The NFL free agency is before the draft. So do you look at it with the college kids being like, let's recruit and then have our signing day, and then from there, that be, the portal supplement, which a lot of guys do, like, like
just get rid of the early signing day and just stick with February.
You can't, because these kids
you miss the bowl practice,
early.
Right? I love the bowl practice. We've had so many freshmen at bowl practice. So yeah. I mean,
that's important. That's important for development. It's important for just getting like the players able to get in and get acclimated to football before they have to learn how to be a college student. Like, it's more than sports with them getting there early. I don't think you do anything but early signing day, but the portal, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, you're going to have kids who hit the portal. I don't think there's any way. But I don't
think it's a problem with them hitting the portal. I think it's a problem with the timing of them hitting the portal. If those kids at Florida State wouldn't have been able to hit the portal until after they played that game, a lot of them probably would have played because you got to think.
But you can wait to hit the portal. You can wait.
You can.
The portal doesn't close for
why am
another
I going to
3-4
help
days.
them? Why am I going to go out here and take this ass whooping if I know I'm finna leave?
That's a cultural thing.
Damn, baby, that's just.
I mean, because
that's just to me just a common sense thing. I'm not going to go out here and potentially get hurt when I already got my transfer and where I'm trying to go set up, or I already got my NIL scale of what I'm going to get paid. Why would I go out here and risk getting hurt? That's the whole point of the whole Florida State people sitting out, if you're asking me.
I mean, the portal kids, yes, it's like you want to hit the portal to, jump on all that stuff. But I mean, it's a choice. It's like, are you going to conform to the system or are you going to be your own man? And everybody has to make those decisions on a day-to-day basis in your life for many different avenues. So when you're presented with a situation like, yo, am I going to play this football season and then hit the portal, or am I going to just hit the portal because I'm scared to play, or I'm trying to get this early check? Because there's guys that's about to hit the portal for the next few days. It's about to be a flood of guys that's like Florida State. It might be some more UGA guys. It might be, guys that had bowl games these last 2 or 3 days that are about to hit the portal.
Potentially. But I just think it's so much of a risk to play in that game if you know you've already set your mind on going to the portal. It's too much of a risk.
It's a competitive thing. You had a guy
because what if it's a situation where the coaches told you that you need to hit the portal? Because they're going in a different
that's different. Well, then that's different.
I'm not feeling the risk. What's the difference?
I mean, what's the difference between Carson Beck going and playing in that meaningless bowl and risking injury for him playing next year?
The $2 million he probably got in his checking account. You offer me $2 million. But you had I want you to play in this game. Hell, I'm coming. Come on.
Y'all had a guy that was that has a first round grade that decided to play in the game.
I forgot who it is. This decision though, Lassiter, the cornerback. He hasn't made a decision yet though.
But it's still the opportunity. So I mean, I think you have the competitiveness, and I mean, this can easily transition into how you fix this problem, which is the playoff.
So the 12-game scenario, right? The 12-team scenario is what we're going to with the playoff. Do you think that it's going to fix that, or do you think you'll still have more kids like, well, now I'm actually adding 2 more games to my potential, getting hurt to go to the NFL?
No, I mean, I think you're going to have the guys that are like you're still going to have guys that are like bona fide top 10 picks that's still going to choose business decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But I also think that guys who look for Florida State, right? Florida State players had the guys who set out for going to the league. You're not getting anything from the bowl game. But say this bowl game was to go play in the next round of it. You're going to have guys who's going to stay and play in those extra games to get to the national championship. And if they lose, they lose. So it just creates more time of your superstars being on the field. That's all the 12-game. That's their way of preventing opt-outs. Because now you have something to play for. You're number 11, and you're playing against the number 5 team or the number 2 team. You're like, yo, we got a shot. Like, you're going to opt out that game for what? If you win, you might be going to a natty. So I think you're going to see more guys playing in these games because they're meaningful now. Now, the other games outside the 12, you still going to have hella opt-outs. But that initial 12, you're going to have guys that sit and play.
And 12 is a lot to me. So 12 is a lot. 12 is a lot. That's a lot when it comes to a playoff. You got to think, that's 4 more games now you're going to have to play that you normally would not have to play, especially if you're a 12 seed. Let's say if you upset somebody, then you got to play the next round. So how do you think the impact of the 12-game playoff will be when it comes to the conferences and it comes to the next season?
I mean, a lot of the conferences are going to
the champions get an automatic bid too. So there is no,
yes,
you know what I mean? Florida State, this will never happen in y'all promise. If you
Right.
run it back next year, Florida State, you'll get an automatic bid. Do it again.
Automatic bid.
Do it
Do
again.
it again.
Do it again.
You did it once, you can do it again, right?
What they saying?
Yeah, I think that I've lost my track of mine. I'm tripping.
Talking about the bowl games and the impact on the conference. And do you think
they're not going to be
like Capital One and AT&T? Do you think they should go ahead and just pay the winner? Maybe they'll incentivize it too. If I'm giving every player on the team, if I'm giving everybody on the team $50 grand
in
in
the NIL package.
I mean,
yeah. I mean, the coaches, the staff gets a check. So I think you can break a player off.
Give them a car,
like $1,000.
Give them something.
Like you can break. I think you can put 200 grand in and break that down through your team, through the players. Absolutely. But a lot of the conferences aren't having divisions anymore. Like SEC, the East West gone, Big Ten, that North South gone. Like a lot of the conferences, the ACC, it's gone now. So it's just the best of the best. So now you can have a UGA versus Florida SEC championship, and you might have a 1 or 2 loss Bama, 1 or 2 loss Florida, 1 loss UGA, 1 loss Ole Miss. Like that's potential of having that, and I think it's going to be more heavy. Like this year, it probably would have been the Pac-12, right? Maybe SEC and Pac-12.
You'd had 3 Pac-12 teams with Oregon, Washington, and it's one more team. I guess somebody else.
Oregon, Washington, and
it was another team that finished top 15 or top. I think it was in the top 12.
Not
somebody
Arizona,
anyway.
Like
but
Arizona, something like that.
Then you look at Michigan, Ohio State. You would have had them guys.
Right.
The SEC probably would have had Georgia,
Bama,
and
Ole Miss,
Missouri. Oh,
and Mizzou. Because Ole Miss only had 2 losses.
You'd had Mizzou had 2 losses. So you'd had Mizzou. Yeah. You'd had 4 SEC teams, and you got 2 teams out the Pac-12. That's 6. You're gonna have Michigan, Ohio State. That's 8. Then what you gonna throw USC maybe from up there too? You got USC gonna be up there now.
Louisville probably would have made it from the ACC.
Hell
no. I mean they only lost.
They were number 14. They were number 14, my boy.
Liberty only lost. Liberty was number 12.
In. So no, they're not. No, Louisville.
But that's a realistic. That's a reality that we're going to see next year, man. And
I can't wait.
It's going to be amazing to see, because that race for 12 is now that you talk about every game important.
It matters.
Oh, yeah, it matters, boy. Because that rank, you can't lose.
We might go in as I'm gonna be being realistic. We could possibly go in as like 11 or 12. Because you got to think we got to go to Bama, we got to go to Texas, and we play Ole Miss, and we play the regular suspects, which Auburn.
Man, you never know who's going to be the Mizzou of next year. You never know. I mean,
what about Mizzou putting it on Ohio State? I don't know. Ohio State didn't have their quarterback. I understand Ohio State was down bad.
Are we surprised at anything at Ohio State losing? I mean, look at this. Let's get that comment out the way. Oh boy, crying. They are 1-13 against the SEC in bowl games.
Somebody tag Mark.
1-13.
And Ryan Day is 0-3. Ryan Day is yet to beat an SEC team. He's yet to beat Michigan. At this point, Ryan Day he probably is on the hot seat at this point. He's got to be, right?
He got to be the most mid. It's a weird space he's in, because he's going to win 11 to 12 games every year. Like, do you get rid of a coach who's going that elite talent, top classes, like the culture up there, like whatever it is, they are winning. He's doing it, but he can't win the 2 games that matter.
Sound like Mark Richt, if you ask me. It
That's
sounds
why I
like
say
the
that they the
modern
Dallas
day Mark Richt.
they the Dallas Cowboys of college football. They're great regular season, but then when a game or two that matters, they fold.
Now, Dallas stood up last night. You know what I mean? Dallas did pretty good last night. I think they didn't win that game, but they didn't. More is like it's more of a Detroit losing that game. I definitely want to talk to you, an offensive lineman, about that call when we get to that. Because that call is something I've never really seen. When the offensive lineman actually walks over to the referee, looks like he's reporting to me. Your quarterback even told you to go over there and report. I don't really know what else to really call it or look at it, but we'll switch over to the NFL in a second.
Yeah.
Back to that, this is a 12-game playoff, and how do you fix opting out? Um,
I, I
do
think
you
that's
really think it will fix it? That's
I think it will uh overall. I think it'll put a dent in it. Will it stop it? No. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day. But I think the 12 games will alleviate a lot of players opting out. Like Florida State opt outs was crazy. That was I've never seen anything like that from a team having so many people do that, and it's absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean you can move the portal. There's two portal time sessions,
yeah,
and like I said, you can move the portal, but it's at the end of the day, man, it's up to the kid and being competitive, being able to compete. And even if you move the portal, say you open the portal, January, the day after the national championship, that's cool. Like that's cool, but at the end of the day,
yeah,
kids won't if they not competitors, they're not going to compete.
yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah. If you got them NFL dreams and them NFL aspirations, and you're looking at a chance of going in the first round, you got a high grade, and you feel like that this game is just not worth you putting the risk into it. I don't think a bowl game or having an extra bowl game is going to make that choice even easier. You're adding an actual bowl game into the mix now, or another round of games. It might complicate the situation a little bit more, to be honest with you, because
It
now,
might, but
but again, it's all about, like you said, it's about culture. To me, it's a cultural thing. Could those Florida State guys who came together and said, "Hell, we're gonna go and we're gonna beat Georgia just to show everybody we should have been there. We should have been there." Yeah, you could totally see them doing that. Did they do that? No.
absolutely.
They had every right to not do that. But at the same time, it just to me looks like a cultural thing. It looks like Florida State. As soon as they seen it pop up that they were number 5, them and their coach with the bitching and crying about,
It was
this
over.
isn't right. This isn't right. Instead of saying, okay, we'll show y'all with Georgia. You know what I mean? Why not go out
Yeah.
and whoop Georgia 63-3 to show that you should have been in the playoff instead of trying to take it the other way around and say, oh, we don't feel like we should really play this game, or we're gonna opt out this game and let these young guys get beat up on. Because that's all it was yesterday. It was a bludgeoning of underclassmen and freshmen and true freshmen that had to come out. Probably the guys had to stop their red shirt season just to play in this game, man. So
And the crazy part is, like, a lot of these kids are playing right, especially at Florida State, because Florida State's a team who lives and dies by the portal. You got young guys that's playing that ain't even going to be playing. Like, there's no like, what's the benefit? Like, you had their quarterback hit the portal because he was like, fam, like I've been in here putting in work. Like, why am I not getting a shot? You out here still searching for quarterbacks that you trying to give up like, what's the point? Like, why am I here? So, like you say, that is culture. And I think the portal was supposed to,
Norvell staying in Portland. Norvell
right.
staying in Portland.
It should be used to supplement your class. It shouldn't be used to overhaul your whole roster unless you're in a position like Prime coming into Buffalo to where you're like, I got to get guys out. But you look at Ole
But
Miss
then,
this
but
year,
you still got to bring in the young guys that you can develop and grow.
absolutely.
But he ain't did that. Prime only signed what 8 players.
I mean, yes, but again, you still have to build. So, like Prime not having a lot of players, yes, you bring in guys who are ready day one. they're not in a position to do that now. Once they get a little stability, sure they can do that. But like
How do
Ole
you
Miss,
get stability with bringing in these 1 year guys?
because a lot of those guys aren't 1 year guys.
Oh, okay.
Like they had last year, they had a couple 1 year guys, but they had a lot of young guys like sophomores, redshirt freshmen. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now you start to see like you're getting young guys. They did that a lot this year. Yeah,
Okay.
Norvell saved the job by getting older guys
Will
that
they
were
give
ready.
him time to rebuild it again, though? Because then,
Absolutely.
to me, I feel like you're going to have to hit reset if you Florida State. You probably have to build it
Yeah.
up from the ground again. Are you going to go through another rebuild? Are you going to go into the Big 12? You probably could win in Big 12, probably off talent alone in some situations. The Big 12
Man,
ain't.
Big 12.
Big
Them
12
Big
is
12
not
defenses be different. Them Big 12 linemen and trenches, it's different, bro. You talk about like Utah running against Florida State. Utah will run through Florida State's front
But
seven,
Utah is Pac-12, though, right?
but they move it. I
Are
think
they
they're
moving
moving
to the
to the
Big
Big
12?
12.
Oh, okay.
I think they're moving. So it's going to be very interesting, especially if Florida State, like if they really get to the Big 10.
They
Yeah,
said they were
right.
going to the Big 12.
Did they?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, them going to the Big 12. I said, why do you guys? So y'all want to be the Florida team in the Big 12? You're going to naturally run by people in certain situations.
Isn't UCF in the Big 12 too? It's just
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess.
yeah.
I
That
don't know,
you want
bro.
to leave the ACC and go to the Big 12? That's crazy.
Yeah, Arizona going too. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
but
a
that's
lot of
good
teams.
for Arizona. Florida State, that's
Colorado.
a
Yeah. Why are you going over there, bro? But the SEC's already said no. So all right, well, we ain't got but an hour, man. Let's get over to the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Big game yesterday in Dallas. Dallas Cowboys hosting the Detroit Lions. Dallas walks away with a 20-19 victory after an illegal touching call on the offensive lineman. Now, you're an offensive lineman. I don't know nothing about the reporting and going to report. You tell us how that works and how that happened with this play.
It is very clear, deliberate, what your intentions are when you announce. Oftentimes, all you have to do is go up and when you break the huddle, just I'm eligible. Like let the ref know I'm eligible. Raise a hand. I'm eligible. That's it. Technically, a lot of times, that's all that matters. I mean, you from middle school to high school, that's it. Now, a lot of times, what'll happen? The coach on the sideline will say, "Hey, man, we got a lineman. He's going to be eligible, right?" The lineman will tell the ref, "Hey, I'm going to be eligible," and then they'll say, "Okay," and they'll make an announcement like 62 is eligible,
Yep.
and it go from there.
So did you hear the
Now,
call last night? Did you hear that last night?
I heard that I didn't see it all, but I heard that the lineman spoke to the ref to declare that he's eligible. The ref acknowledged him, and he touched the ball, and they call illegal touching. That's 100% on the ref, whether he was not paying attention or the alignment, depending on how if he was covered or not. I didn't see how they're what the formation they were in, but a lot of times what will happen is guys that aren't very familiar or used to being eligible, when you're on the line, there's only 7 guys allowed on the front line, right? There's 7. However you decide to do it, it's 7. However, if you have a outside receiver, right, on the line, your tight end on the inside typically has to be off.
He covered up
because he's covered by the outside receiver. That's why you see when a guy on the inside, when they swap, they'll step up, the other one steps back because they can't be on the line at the same side. Now, if he was covered or the side ref feels like he was covered a little bit too close, like to the hip, then he would technically be covered, illegal touching, go from there. So it depends on the formation they ran out of, but he should have. It just depends. Like if should he have taken that like another step back? It's kind of like Kadarius Toney when he was offsides. It's like were you a half step back? Because once your helmet breaks the hip, you're like when they're down, And if your helmet breaks the hip, that's when you're off. But if you're closer enough, like your top body is over that hip, they may still consider you on the line. So it's just a lot of, you got to check. That's why they check. Like, am I good? I'm off. I'm on. So they can count because they're counting. The referee's like, the umpire's like, all right, we got 7. Boom. The referee's looking. I got 5 on the line. 2 here. 7. Good. When you get that 8, that's maybe like, they're not gonna tell you because it's your job. You're a professional, but they're gonna hit you with that flag. Boop. So it just depends on the formation that they were in. But I'm assuming the referee was
Campbell was hot. Dan Campbell was hot. So it seems like to me the referees messed up because I don't think as a coach you get that mad, especially when you can look up on the Jumbotron in Dallas and see the replay. You can see all that. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been that mad if it wasn't that situation. So tough break, man. Do you like going for 2 in that situation, my boy? Or do you think they should have kicked the field goal to tie the game up and just taken it over? And you muted too, don't you?
No, I was about to look at the video. I'm always a fan of going to win the game. Go win the game, man. Unless it's like your team, the defense has just been kicking ass and you ain't nothing been working all day, fine. But if it's a momentum, a vibe, like, go win it. Go win it.
I feel like because they came back and tied it up in that type of style that they did after being down and they were getting beat up all night, I'm going to reward my defense with another chance to keep playing. That's just me. I'm going to tie it up. Now, if it's an instance where it's a back and forth game and both offensive have been going up and down the field, scoring back and forth, and it's a possibility that even if I give you this ball with 25 seconds left, you might torch me, then yeah, guess what? I'm going for 2.
Hey, I just looked at the video.
What you got?
He's on the outside. You have a receiver that, like I said, his front foot is up with the other feet on the lineman. The lineman is on the line.
So
the outside receiver is it's like
he covering
it's
him
like
up. Yeah.
This is very it's very close. And when you leave stuff open to interpretation, it's up to the referee at that discretion. And they call it, and remember, they call it before the catch happens, they call it. Like, you don't, that's not a call that you stop the play, but it's when you let the play roll.
Yeah, it's the legal formation.
Yeah. Right. So I mean, looking at this, man, do you call that in that situation? Maybe
no,
not.
Unless you in Dallas and Dallas is at home and Jared gonna send you a good Christmas gift. I'm pretty sure
man,
it's you're going to call it then. But in the heat of that moment, man, it's a playoff type game, man. Don't call it. Now, if it's egregious, okay, cool. You gotta do what you gotta do. But from what you're describing and how you saying it, it doesn't seem like it's an egregious call.
It wasn't. It was too close. Now, what should have happened? The receiver, he should have clearly, I'm off. Like, he should have made sure that he was back. Like, and I think what a lot of times receivers, like, you just get into the field, you get the thing, line up, it is, I'm off, cool, type thing. He should have made sure.
You know the play is not designed for you. You're a real decoy in the play, so you probably, you know that this play is going to the offensive line. You probably, like you said, you get up there and you just worried about doing your job and taking these players across the field as he did. Right. Which he did his job perfectly, but he just didn't line up right.
Yeah, and like I said, he say, what's this? Now they're going to call it and see. No, they're not, bro. I refereed at a high school level. You know how many camps and trainings and sessions I went through just doing varsity and JV and middle school games? These referees go through real, like, all year round camp. Like, this ain't no, see if they call it. No, they're very 100% sure of what the hell they're doing. Like, these referees have been referees at every level, college, all across the world, football. They've all been white hats, even if they're on the side. So they're very, very secure and confident in their calls. He knew he called his call. Yeah, they can send tape. and they may talk about it next year to make sure it doesn't happen again. But in the moment, it's human.
You know, Miami fans got a
Man.
problem with the ref. They said that boy was down at Georgia Tech, and that boy really went down when he fumbled that football. So they've been having problems with the referees all year long. I'm told Kills that. Remember the Chiefs game? Speaking of Chiefs versus Raiders. How about Antonio Pierce and the job Antonio Pierce is doing? The Antonio Pierce, does he continue being the Raiders head coach?
Yes. Even though I think he's a corn, but I think that you don't make the same mistake twice. You left. I forgot the other guy that was like special teams coach, running back coach, whatever. He took over for Gruden. We let him go. Don't do that to Pierce.
What can I think of his name either? Fangio. When did Fangio?
Yeah, something like that. But he did good. They let him walk. You don't do that with Pierce. Pierce, he's shown the team 100% fucks with him. He is. I think if you keep Pierce, you see a Lions type revelation in Las Vegas. How the Lions, they love their coach, dog. He's a player coach. They love him. He gets down and dirty with them. Pierce is the same. That attitude, that quote unquote Raider attitude. Pierce, he's got that shit instilled in them. They love it. Defense went from bottom 5 to top 10 after he took over. Like that ain't because somebody else calling plays. That's the will, that's fight, that's grit, determination for your coach. And these guys are balling. And you maybe bring in, everybody's doing good. Maybe bring in a better OC, maybe Brian Leftwich, Byron. But outside of that, you got to keep him, man. Like,
it gets you a quarterback.
Yeah, get you a quarterback. I'll take. They talking about
Cousins is gonna be on the market. Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Oh, he go to the Raiders just to spite the Broncos. Ooh.
Give me a year or two of Russ. Give me a year or two of Russ. I'll take it. Don't give him no crazy ass contract. Now Sierra, she
probably won't come home.
She can come to Vegas. She can do a little Vegas residency real quick.
She ain't got the 2 songs, but you need a catalog to do a residency.
She can do a 1-2 step. You know what I'm saying?
They said Russell Wilson bought her catalog for Christmas. I said, boy, he spent that $1,000 and got the hell on it.
Hey man, shout out to Sierra.
Hey, yeah, definitely, bro. Big game today, man. You got the Baltimore Ravens are going to be at the Miami Dolphins. Really, like the number 1 seed is damn near on the line for this game, I think. Or I'm not sure if the Ravens are up 2 games or not. But what do you think about the Baltimore Ravens versus the Miami Dolphins, man? Who win and why?
Ravens, man, because they got a complete team and their defense is like that. Their defense is awake. Their defense is strong.
What's their defense?
Roquan Smith. Yeah, they got a great. Was it Roquan and Patrick Queen?
Mm-hmm.
And they got young guys. They got Hamilton is playing.
Did he get hurt last week or is he okay? I remember Hamilton was down.
I'm not sure. All it takes is a shot.
Oh, is it in Baltimore, Kels? Hold on, let me take a look.
Then there's definitely even more Ravens.
Yeah, if it's in Baltimore, man. You don't know what the weather's talking about. I know it's going to be a little cool out there in that thing.
A little.
Is Miami one of those teams that have to have home field advantage to win the championship?
Yes, or they have to go to some favorable conditions. And going to the AFC North ain't where you want to go. And in January, it ain't.
Oh yeah, it's at Baltimore. Yeah.
Northeast.
Well, it's 46 degrees with a 7 miles per hour wind. That ain't too bad. 46 ain't too bad.
Yeah, we'll see.
That ain't bad. I think.
But yeah, man, I like Ravens.
I think the Miami Dolphins can win on the road because of who they have at cornerback and their defense. Their defense, when playing with the lead, is good. Can they hold on somebody? Can you count on their defense to go out there and get you a 3 and out when you desperately need it? I don't know about that. But Jalen Ramsey coming in the form. You got Xavier Woods on the other side. I think the defense can win on the road. I think it would just like you said, it would need to be in a favorable matchup. Preferably not an AFC North team. If you got to go to Jacksonville, you got to go to a Houston. One of those two. AFC South or Indianapolis. You got to go to one of those teams like that. I think if you're looking at a Miami Dolphins team, they'll win those type of games. But
This is a battle for first.
it is a battle for first.
Ravens have 12 wins. Dolphins have 11. So whoever wins it.
Waddle's not playing. I don't like that part about it. With Waddle not playing, you're gonna have to have somebody step up and help. Help your boy out. And Mostert, I think, is hurt too. So
but they got the young kid who can tote that thing. So they got speed. They got specialties and all that stuff. But it's like it's great having a Lambo, but do you want to drive that Lambo on snow?
No, it ain't snowing though. The weather, I feel like it's kind of favorable. Yeah, I think he did play in Kansas City for a few years, so the boy know how to play a little bit.
I don't think Hill is the issue.
Tour. Which tour do you get today? Is he 500 tour today, or is he gonna be 225 tour today? That's the question.
I don't know. That's the one, man. Ravens are playing very, very good. Very, very good. Man, so those are already. So I'm looking at the things right now. I got Ravens, Dolphins, Browns have already clinched. The last spot is still up for grabs, which is the AFC West with the Chiefs with 9 wins, the Raiders with 7, the Chargers nope.
So if the Chiefs lose to the Bengals today, and y'all would have actually win,
and we win,
you would be.
We got to win the next 2 games. So if we win the next 2 games, and Chiefs lose the next 2 games, or no, that's it. If they lose the next 2 and we win the next 2, we in division
kind
winners.
Of like the same thing like with the Falcons. We need the Saints to slip up and win today. Oh, God, I can't even believe I said that. Oh, it hurt. That tasted like drinking pastor or saying the Saints win the same sentence. Oh, that's fine. But yeah, man, we need New Orleans to mess around and win today. Because I still believe the Falcons should try to win out. I'm not one of them people that believe in trying to lose for a better playoff spot. Because guess what? I've seen people fumble the number 1 overall draft pick. So where you draft or when you draft, to me, is not as important as who you draft or what position you draft. That's how I look at it. Because Falcons right now, will we love a top pick for a quarterback? Yeah, but how do we know that the Falcons even want another rookie quarterback? Do we really want to go through another rookie season just like we did with Desmond Ritter? Mistakes, people making mistakes, people having to, let the rookie make rookie errors, and man, I don't really want to go through all that. Give me Justin Fields,
man,
Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins. I'm good with any of those guys.
Hey, I think it would be a great look for Justin Fields to be in Atlanta. He was supposed to play with Pitts in Florida, but
no, sir.
Is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir. All right, let's look at the other games that we had up, bro. You got New England at Buffalo today.
Buffalo, they're playing for their lives.
Cardinals at the Eagles. We kind of know how that. Well, I don't know. Kyler Murray might. The Eagles been looking shaky. So
shaky. Yeah, they have.
If I had to put somebody on upset alert, it might be.
But I mean, they playing for home field advantage, man. It's a 3-way.
Yeah, you're right. They got
a 3-way tie.
They're gonna blow them out. They should blow them.
It's kind of a 4-way tie.
Give me Baltimore.
Give me Baltimore.
Give me Houston.
Yeah, Houston. Houston. They got a chance to make this playoff, man.
Give me the Rams.
Yeah. Well, it's at New York. Well, they playing inside now. So
who playing inside?
Don't
Oh, MetLife is not outside. I mean, not inside, my boy. It's outside.
I
MetLife
know
Stadium.
yeah. They got there. I know they switched stadiums. I'm tripping.
Um, Now this is tricky. Seahawks hosting the Steelers because Steelers are still in playoff contention, I believe.
I can check right
Seahawks are
now.
too. I
Yeah,
really
it's a
need
whole
the
lot of
Steelers to
eights.
win, man. I'm gonna go with the Steelers to win that game.
I need Steelers to lose simply because it'll just make my Raiders road easier. Um, but
Can the
yeah,
Bengals go in?
man.
Can the Bengals play enough defense to go in there and upset Kansas City today? Probably.
I mean, they can, man. The blueprint is out.
I mean,
Blueprint is out for free.
you double team Travis, you make Kadarius Tony have to beat you.
I hate talking about my Gator like that, but boy,
But I'll be good. So. All right, you got San Francisco at Washington. Chase Young get back game.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
I think Chase Young going off.
oh,
Chase will probably have 3 or 4 sacks today. I'm sure.
easy, easy.
Whatever his sack number is, if it's at 0.5, you better take the over. That one, I promise. The Raiders at the Colts. That might be a
We
good.
need this. We need this dub. We need it.
That might be a sneaky good game, man. I think the Raiders can go in there and win that too.
I think so, too.
Jacksonville, they're gonna win that game. Now the Falcons at the Bears. This is kind of Justin. I think they ought to sit Justin Fields out, and the winner get Justin Fields. How about that?
Man, if I'm the Falcons, heavy dose of Pitts on the middle of the field and running with Bijan. I would Bijan. I hope you got your post game routine ready because I'm about to run you, my boy.
Track shoes on today.
Get that ice tub ready, my boy.
Him and Tyler Algier. Yeah, I probably have them guys probably about 25 to 30 touches per back. Yeah,
man.
Saints. I need the Saints to win. Do I think they can go down there and win? No. I think Derek Carr might be one of the worst free agent pickups I've seen.
Man, I hate seeing his. I hate it, man. I love Carr, man, but Jesus, he's so inconsistent. Inconsistent, bro.
They'll probably go with Jameis at this point.
Hey, man, Jameis gonna throw for 5 touchdowns. He gonna throw for about 7 picks too, but he gonna throw for 5 touchdowns. If your defense is strong, oh boy, Jameis is perfect for you.
Broncos, Chargers don't have nobody playing. Give me the Broncos, but I don't know. They going with Stidham, Jared. Stidham.
Yeah, man, I'm going with Chargers, man.
Yeah, give me the Chargers. After what Sean Payton did to Russell Wilson this week. How does that happen, bro? I know we run up on the clock. Tell me what's up. Tell me your opinion.
I don't understand how that happens, and it's so public, bro. Like, we gonna put that back up in a second, but
we ain't got but one more game. Green Bay. Give me Green Bay over Minnesota.
Yeah, Green Bay. Man, like Sean Payton might be the worst head coach. Like,
he got one Super Bowl he living off of.
Bro, like that holds so much weight to these folks. Like, fam, I don't get it. Bro, you don't have Drew Brees. Like, he is so bad at managing people. It is egregious how bad it is. And then you have your starting quarterback, the quarterback that you paid over $142 million to already. He's walking away with $142 million. You're gonna go to him and tell him if he gets hurt, well, he got to sit out. Either you're gonna restructure now. You're gonna have that conversation with 2 games left in the season. Hey, man, you need to restructure your clause, or we're gonna bench you. A player's gonna be like, "Fam, bench me. You're gonna look stupid." And what did Russell Wilson do? He doubled down and did an interview. Like, I wish it was like an episode of Ballers so we could see what was going on behind those cameras. Because for him to come out and tell the dirty laundry of the head coach, their personnel, saying they came up to me and told me if they don't do that, then they're going to bench me. And I refuse to do that. And here we are, 100% on the coach. I ain't ever seen nothing like that before. In the
And
season,
you in the middle of the playoff race too. It's not like your team is already eliminated. No, your team has a good shot because of Kansas City stumbling.
yes,
You already beat Kansas City. You have a legit chance to win the division and go to the playoffs. But you say, damn that. Because if Russell Wilson fakes an injury, because that's what they're scared of. If something happens and he fakes the injury, we got to pay him all the money. Well, guess what? You got to pay him anyways, bro. At least the guaranteed portion.
right?
So,
What's another 20 mil? Well, third. What
they
like,
said
at
they
this
wanted.
point,
They was doing it for cap flexibility.
fam, who in the hell is going to go there as a free agent? I don't care, bro. Hey, get me gone, fam. Get me gone. I am not. I wish Sean Payton would call my client about coming to play in Denver. Sir, hell no. Hell no. Absolutely not.
But I don't get it. I don't get
Sierra
it.
ain't even going to be there.
Can you imagine that conversation she had with Russell when he got home that night about how they don't respect him? Oh my God! You know your woman. You know she gonna be the first one to say it and point it out, my boy. You know
they've been had that conversation, and I think that conversation was had, and that's when he started balling, being like, show them who you are, show them why they went and got you. They're trying to keep you in the box. Show them, do your thing. He went Willie Beeman style and started killing, and now you have to play him. You have to do the things because he's making you look stupid as a coach. He probably changing plays in the huddle and shit, all types of stuff.
Because you see him yelling at him on the sideline, right?
Yes.
He was going at him like, "No, you're supposed to go that way. You're supposed to."
If you've
Russ
never
is
been
changing
in
plays,
if
damn.
you've never been in a football huddle, when you know there's beef between a play caller and the quarterback, plays get changed. He like, hey man, they call in, hey, we're gonna run halfback dive. He like, fuck that. What we gonna do? We're gonna run this, you do there, I deal with him. And you gonna ride with especially if your coach is an asshole. Oh man, 100% guarantee he's changing plays. 100%. No doubt in my mind, he's changing plays, and them shit's working. And that's what makes it even worse. Because he changed it and that shit worked. And they started winning. And they did not plan on this nigga winning. That was not in the game plan. They was playing for draft spots. And Russell said, fuck that. Russell said, Sierra, talk to him. And he said, all right. He said, you're gonna pay me this extra $37 million.
Bro, come on.
I'm gonna get hurt walking to the field if y'all keep fucking with me.
That's what I'm sitting here thinking in my head, like, well, what stops him from getting hurt just walking to the field?
And pregame warm-ups.
Don't let no play on the sideline get too close.
Hey, look, if come to the sideline, run into me, I'll break you off 8. I'll break you off 8.
Oh, they done rolled my ankle. They done rolled up my ankle, coach.
I'll break you off 8 of this 37 million they gotta pay me. I'll give you 8. Tax free. Straight cash. Duffel bag. Man, I'm running that motherfucker clean. I'm running. Beelining.
Hey, they're gonna rest.
Damn right. Helmet to the chin.
Yay.
Hey, bro, that is the craziest. I ain't never seen that like not on a TV show. Like that's some movie, like there's some movie stuff that you're seeing, and if you don't have any like inkling of like inside football stuff, man, you just don't know what you're missing. This shit is definitely read between the lines.
Locker room be so different, bro. Locker rooms and bro, like
relationships,
all that stuff be so different. And football is like a what they call that shit?
A gladiator sport.
That too, but it's kind of like the world. It has its own world on the inside.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It has its own world, its own entity. It's just like jail. Jail has its own world and its own entity, and they fight over suits. And in football, it'd be different.
They fight, and you don't like everybody you play with. Your coach, you might hate your coach. You might hate the guy lining up next to you. Like literally, I will smash you every time I get a chance. I will punch you dead in your throat after this game. I hate your guts. I play with guys that I absolutely could not stand at every level of football. I had guys I was like, yo, if it wasn't for football on this team, I would knock you the hell out. I hate you.
Bro,
you got to play.
Bro, final thought, man. It's a new year. Happy New Year to you, man, and your household.
Yeah,
you know.
Man. You too, man.
What's your fondest memory growing up, or recently as a New Year's memory? Bro? What do you think on New Year's is for you like your best New Year's moment?
Best New Year's, man. I have to say, I got two. I can't just pick one. One was when the year 2000, when the Y2K.
Oh, Y2K? Oh man, everybody
If
was
you ain't
scared.
old enough to understand what was going on between, you think social? I couldn't imagine having social media back then. Man, I knew, I just knew
The
the world
world
was
is
coming to
the
an
end,
end.
bro.
I
All
knew
the
I
computers
was
were
in
gonna
church.
blow up.
We was in church. I was praying, bringing in the new year, bro. I was like, man, don't let these. And my dad was like, he's military. He's like, that's stupid. That's not going to happen. You think we didn't fix the? You think we didn't fix the clocks? I was like, I don't know, man. Y'all be
Bro, everything was
tripping.
supposed to go off. Remember, everything
The
was supposed
nukes,
to just
nukes
like
supposed to fly off.
go
'Cause it's
black.
like,
The world was supposed to go black. I think. And I remember
Y2K.
that song too, bro. Just waiting on it to happen like in 2000. Yeah, we were young. We were sitting at home and everybody's just like, man, what's about to happen? Everybody got the computers off. Like, all kind of crazy
Right.
stuff.
And
bro.
then it went, you was like, all right. Like a minute turned into like 10 minutes, and the hour, you was like, all right, we made it. Like, I remember that was crazy. That was crazy. But then another moment, I got to be in Times Square. So I didn't go to see the ball drop, right? Because you got to be there. That's like an all-day event. But me, my cousin, and I believe my little brother was with us. He shouldn't have been, but he was with us. And we went downtown, New York City, on the fringes. Man, it is like the wildest things I've seen. I'm talking about like New York's already crazy at night, but New Year's Eve, the drunks, the fights, the cops. I mean, the craziest, everything you can imagine happening on like TV when they think like New York. I'm talking about Home Alone, fucking
everything.
All the crazy shit. It happens that night, and even on the subway, everything's packed. You next to everybody.
Yeah. I think one of my fondest memories is riding down through Marta and going to the Peace Drop. They used to have a big Peace Drop down here. You from there? You've been down here.
Shout out to you. And
so
you had your vest on.
Yeah, I was down there, bro. I was there and I'm talking about in crowds where you really couldn't even move like that because it's so many people. You shoulder to shoulder, and the peaks dropping and coming down. Yeah, I've been out there, man. I've been out there a couple times in my day, and like you said, bro, you see everything going down, bro. It's going down. It's drugs, sex,
everything,
fights. Police just beating up random people. Like it was going down, but bro, it was like one of the funnest times like I ever had because this was probably 2007, 2008ish, around that time. You didn't have to worry about a bunch of people getting killed. You didn't have to worry about a bunch of people getting stabbed or shot. I mean, you might get a few people beat up, but I mean, stay out of people's way. Stop fucking with folks you're not really worried about getting beat up. But
I would never go there.
Atlanta and the Peace Drop Underground downtown. Yeah, bro. That was what the good old days.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
good
old. It was a good time.
Good old days. And I think I might have in my college days been in one of the little hole in the wall clubs, and popping bottles and junk. This was.
Yeah, shout out to the home team. We used to definitely like when I got into my clubbing phase. Yeah. Oh man, me and the squad, we go to the club and you know what I'm saying, get it popping. Good times.
Yeah, man,
good times.
But
yeah, man. So what y'all doing tonight, man? For the New Year?
Trying to stay awake, shit. You got to make it to the 12. What you talking about? You talking about trying to make it to 12, setting these alarms for 11:55 and hoping you don't hit that snooze on that.
Do y'all do anything? Y'all do anything like traditions, anything like that?
Nah, not really. My wife just reminded me we spent a few New Years without the kids. But I was like, yeah, we always be with the kids. We don't really go out and do that. She was like, nah, we done had a few, but we ain't had the kids. I don't remember, but nah, bro, we ain't, not really. I always thought about my wife she had one, I guess, at one point. They always have steak and shrimp, steak and lobster, something like that today. Superstition. I'm in the South.
Black
You gotta have the
people,
black eyed
fried
peas.
chicken,
And
black eyed peas.
you know, my grandma can't wash no clothes. She's not already called us and told us about washing clothes and all this stuff.
I ain't heard that one.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to wash. You ain't supposed to have no dirty clothes. You ain't supposed to wash clothes. I think today. I don't think you're supposed to wash no clothes today or tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. But you ain't
Let me
supposed to
go
wash no clothes.
Uh,
It's another
I'm
one.
gonna watch that.
You gotta have black eyed peas, collard greens, and something else.
Fried
Green.
chicken.
Yeah, I think so. But no, man, we just gonna play a bunch of games and stuff. Probably pop up a little Uno over here in the house. We Uno people.
Yeah. We'll probably play a game. We usually do vision boards. Like we'll draw, we'll do like a board type thing with like write out your
My wife
goals
always
and
talks,
stuff.
bro. I'm not a New Year's resolution type person. I'm just not. I don't really make the New Year's resolutions because I stop stuff cold turkey anyway. So I don't really. I do. I'm bad for that. I just stop.
We do it. We do it. It's shout out to the missus. Hers last year, she literally checked everything off her board. So like now it's like, get on there and you keep
Maybe
it
I
up
need
so
to
it
do
kind
it.
of
I might need
keeps
to try
track.
it.
Like
Yeah,
you like,
might
I
need to
did
do
that.
it.
Oh, I did that. It kind of not keep yourself accountable, but
Yeah.
kind of to recognize, your the goals that you set for yourself and being like,
I
oh, I
got you.
did that. Oh, I did. So we do that. We usually do like we're draw it or like write a list, and the kids they'll do
Ain't
that
that
and
right?
all
You
that.
put it in, speaking into
Yeah, man.
existence, writing it into fruition. I'm big on all that too. So I guess I should probably do one. Then my birthday is in January, so
Hey,
we got the
Aquarius, right?
players. Yeah, we got the players ball,
Aquarius
bro. We got
game.
the venue. We got the venue for the players ball. So now I got to find the outfit to, I got to get
Hey,
my fit
man.
together. I got to get me a fur and do my
Oh
look. I'm
man.
going with the Pimp C. Probably gonna have all white, all black. Something.
Ooh. Yeah,
Red.
man. One year I'm gonna have to get out there, joint, man, for your
You
birthday.
got to, man. You know, we have all these theme parties and stuff, man. You and your wife will have to come out, man, and just kick it with us, man.
Get back to the egg. The problem is we get back, I ain't gonna leave. that's the problem.
That's all right,
No,
bro. I
but
always say the right opportunity gonna come about, man, and you're gonna have to come back anyway. But it's gonna be they gonna pay for it though. You know what I mean? They gonna pay for it. So it's kept,
hey, in the words of my wife, the life that I have become accustomed to, we need it. We need that. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
You know what I'm
So yeah,
saying?
man, y'all make sure y'all share this. Go to YouTube, hit subscribe, share the page. We need those sponsorships and those people to come on
Yeah,
in. And
man.
somebody to bring me and KB on to the TV screen and on to the radio airways and let us do this thing. So 2023, man, is over with. Bro, you know it's always pleasant with this thing. Which man, 24, bro, we just gonna keep
You know
going
it.
up, keep going up,
Oh,
keep elevating.
You know it. You
Box
know
on
it.
the way. Your gears already pressed. It's on the way. Box,
You
you
know
get
what
your
I'm
box. We're gonna do it
Some
up, man.
slight.
2024 is all gonna be about toe-to-toe, man. We're gonna step this thing up. So we appreciate y'all watching. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We got some good numbers today, man. We've been consistent with that
Yeah,
thing.
man.
I've been
Yeah,
watching.
man. Shout out to the folks that's been chiming in and checking us out, man. We appreciate it. But until next time, next week, you know what I'm saying? We'll check y'all out.
And we'll talk about these bowl games and how they play out next week.
Yes, sir.
All right, my boy, take us out.
I'm throwing my chunk.
I ain't never played sports. You know what I mean? I always have, you know what I'm saying, like music and love music from the jump. So that was my just plan A. I ain't even have a plan B. I made myself not have a plan B on purpose just so I can fulfill my plan A.